Hello, lovelies. It's me, Maple, and welcome to the second episode of my Mindfulness 101 series. And today we're going to be talking all about awareness, which is one of the most important building blocks for mindfulness because it completely defines our experience of the world, but a lot of the times we don't even notice it. To explain what I mean by that, I'll use an analogy that I love. Imagine that your awareness is the light coming from a flashlight, and you're walking down a path in the woods. Most of the time, the light is just pointed in front of you, not really at any one thing in particular. Maybe you get bored and you start looking off to the side just to see if there's something interesting there. Maybe an owl hoots and you quickly look over right at the owl. Maybe a raccoon goes across your path and you focus in on him for a little while. Most of the time we're aware of what's in the light, obviously, but a lot of the times we don't think about the strength or dimness of the light. We don't think about how narrow or wide the light is coming from the flashlight. And most importantly, we don't think about the fact that we can control the flashlight and decide where it's pointing. So through practicing meditation, it can help us learn how to be more intentional about where to point our flashlight. It can help us harness and control our awareness, which can be hard, especially in modern society where ads are trying to grab our attention every second, where brands have bright colors and catchy jingles that get caught in our heads, where we have a million alerts on our phone about emails and texts and notifications. Everything is trying to get our attention, and it can be difficult. I think that nowadays it's easy sometimes to feel overwhelmed, like you're being pulled in a million different directions all the time. But the bottom line is we can't control the demands on our time or energy, but we can control our awareness and our attention so that we can be fully present in the moment that we're currently in. And I have a great example of why this is so important that actually happened to me yesterday. I was finalizing the notes for this video. I have a few bullet points and keywords and phrases that I wanted to make sure to include. And as I was doing that, I thought, I can multitask and I'll listen to an assortment of guided meditations. And that way, if I hear a word or a phrase or a specific language that I love, then I can include it in my notes. So as I was doing that, I just kept bouncing back and forth between writing the notes and then going, oh wait, what did she say? I missed that. And then having to rewind the meditation, go back to my notes, start clarifying a sentence, and then, oh wait, I like that. And then go to a different part of the notes, add that in, and then go back to the meditation, and then back to my notes. And I really wasn't getting much done. So after a while, I was like, okay, stop that. I'm just going to write my notes. So I started on my notes, and then I got a notification for an email that was vaguely important. So I responded to that right away. And then I came back to my notes. Oh, where was I? Oh, I was here. Okay, let's do this again. Then I got a ding on my phone. It was my friend. And I was like, oh, this is, again, vaguely important, so I'll respond to him. And then get back to my notes. Oh, where was I? Oh, yeah, I was here. Okay, let's work on that again. At the end of it, I had taken so long on a job that if I had just sat down and done the job from start to finish, it probably would have taken me relatively little time. And then I could spend 10 minutes answering my texts and emails that had come in that time. And then I could relax, listening to some meditations, seeing if there was any words that I wanted to add in. But I took way more time because I was trying to juggle everything at once. And because I was trying to juggle everything at once, I think the quality of what I did was also probably not as good as if I would have just focused on one task at a time. And this point doesn't just apply to work, it also applies to our lives in general. When we're hanging out with our friends, are we focusing on our friend and putting as much awareness and attention into that moment that it deserves? When we're with our families, are we valuing that time and actually being there 100%? So, awareness is so important, and without awareness, we can't possibly be mindful. But with all that being said, why don't we now move into our guided meditation, where we'll be focusing on, you guessed it, awareness. And to begin, all I'd like you to do is get into a comfortable position, whatever that means to you. You could be sitting or laying down, even standing, as long as you feel both relaxed and also alert to the world around you. And then you're going to be setting an intention for this session. It could be something simple and vague, like you just want to work on being more aware of the world around you. It could be something specific. Maybe there's something you feel like you've been neglecting lately that you think you should be putting more awareness towards. Anything that feels personal and resonates with you. I think it's important to verbalize our intentions. It can sometimes seem silly, but I think it does give us a lot more purpose into what we're doing. So take a moment, figure out your intention, and repeat it a couple of times back to yourself. Now I'd like you to simply look around your room. Notice how you can be aware of a larger area in general, or that you can hone in on one specific object. And then choose a specific object and really bring your awareness to this object. Think about its shape and size, color, texture. Just simply be aware of this object with no judgment, no feelings attached. You don't need to think about if you like or dislike this object. Simply be aware that it exists. And then after a few moments, I'd like you to move on to another object. And I'd like you to continue this for a few moments, just looking at an object, being aware of this object. And when you feel ready, move on to another object. And now you're just going to close your eyes, and we're going to do some deep breathing. Just in and out. But as you continue breathing deeply, I want you to really bring awareness to your breath. Feeling all the sensations as you inhale and exhale. Feeling your chest expand and contract. Feeling the coolness of the air coming in and the warmth of the air coming out. Even feeling the sensations of fabric moving against your skin as you fill up with air and then push it out. Take take a few moments here just simply being aware of your breath. And now we're going to try something new called open awareness. Going back to our flashlight analogy, open awareness is when the light is as wide as possible and we are just present in this moment without focusing on any one thought or feeling or sensation. It can be a bit of an abstract concept at first, but we're going to try it in a few different ways. So if you don't get it at first, or if it feels unnatural to you, that's okay. I want you to give yourself a lot of patience because the world right now is all about going as fast as you can. It's always about do, do, do. And here we're not trying to do anything, which can be a bit counterintuitive to modern day life. Instead, we're just simply trying to be. So let's try now to take some time to simply be. There are no worries here, no tasks on a checklist, nothing that needs to be done, no effort that needs to be put out. Just let go and be. I think a lot of people think that this means they need to empty themselves of any thought and try to sit there thinking of absolutely nothing. But really it's about opening yourself up to the infinite intricacies and details of this moment. Hearing the sounds, feeling the sensations, but not putting our focus in any one thing. Thoughts can come, but just like clouds, I'd like you just to let them float on by without grasping onto any one of them. If you're feeling restless or agitated, that's okay. If you're feeling your mind start to wander, that's okay. You might even notice your mind wandering more than if we were focusing on something in particular. The way that society has trained us, it's made us feel like we're always supposed to be doing something. We're always supposed to be productive. It's making us feel like our natural state is doing. But this is our natural state, just the state of being. So let your environment open up to you. Drop any pressures you have on yourself that you're supposed to be doing something. Drop any effort and just simply be. Be in this moment. Be present and be aware. It's like sitting on a riverbank and watching the river go by instead of getting in a boat and trying to fight the current. You're just an observer, just resting in open awareness. In a moment, we're going to move on. So I'd like you just to take a second here just to appreciate how it feels to be in open awareness. Even if you feel like you haven't gotten there yet, Again, that's okay. It comes with practice. But even then, I'd like you just to take a second to recognize how different you feel in this moment compared to your everyday life. Good, 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 good. You did that perfect. Even if you feel like you didn't, I assure you that you did that perfectly for where you are in your own meditation journey. For the last portion of our session, I'm going to be layering in a soundscape of some gentle water and some birds and some other nature sounds. What I'd like you to do is try to shift between focusing on something particular and also resting in open awareness. So take some time pretending you're at the side of a river, taking in all the sounds, and then whenever it feels comfortable, maybe focus on a bird, focus on the sound of the water, and then shift back to open awareness. So I'm going to leave you for a bit of time just to shift back and forth at your own leisure whenever it feels comfortable for you. Okay, we're all done. If you would like to stay in this quiet place of open awareness, I'm going to bring back the soundscape for a few minutes if you'd like to stay. If you are done, then I invite you to open your eyes and look around your room, but with a newfound sense of appreciation. I hope that you enjoyed this session. I hope that you got something out of it. If you did, this series is very meaningful to me, so I would very, very, very appreciate a like and a comment. But thank you again, and I'll see you next time. Bye. enjoyed this video, you should definitely go like, comment, and subscribe. But thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you